Okay, this is video 2, lesson of STC pulley spacer, version B. Now on to the lathe side of things. We already programmed this once, and because I made a design change, my old program needs to be updated. So I'm going to just regenerate to get rid of the red dots. And I also like to set orientation. So if this is home view, front view, I want it to be in like lathe view. I'm going to save the lathe view by adding a new name view. Now, if you click on this, I can name it anything I want. So I'm going to just call it lathe. And I want also a slightly tilted one. And I'm going to do new name view again. And I'm going to call this a lathe ISO. Okay. We ran this earlier. Tool 2, edit. We were using this 55 degree to create the more roughing tool. So we're going to actually change this because we took a little bit too much off the front. I wanted to have it so we're doing rough facing. So I'm going to put an offset of 0.01, and I got clearance inner radius. Let's see, clearance from retract stock OD. So let's learn a little bit about this here. From stock OD sets the clearance reference to the outside diameter, defines stock. Yep. Retract. All right, I'm going to go with the safest one, which I think would be stock OD. All right, and I'll just leave these default numbers in there. Retract stock OD, outer radius stock OD, and inner radius. Okay. 4th tab, stock to leave. Now, axial would be this way, yeah. I guess I could do it either way. So I did it with offset or stock to leave. I'm going to leave it at that. I want multiple cuts. Multiple cuts. Where do I get multiple cuts? Model front. I don't get it there. Use constant surface feed. I want to change my max RPM spindle to 4,000. Make default. 8,000 per rev. Model front geometry offset of 10 thousandths. And where it is, multiple passes right here. Calculate number of step overs. I'm going to go with 25.025. I'm going to make that my default. No finishing passes. So how many am I going to get? Calculate number of step overs. When disabled, you can specify the number of steps. When enabled, I'm going to do it by numbers in case somebody misloads the part. That's really my concern. I'm going to add in 4. That's 100 thousandths. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. I got multiple front cuts, right? Might cut a little bit of air or not, depending on the setup. Let me go to my setup. I want to double check this. And that would be lathe view this way. All right, we're using stock front, and let's check the setup here. We got stock front off. Ooh, probably why we cut a lot. We have offset 196. Safe. What's safe Z mean? Safe Z. Can be from stock front. Retract will position at the start or the end of tool path. Not really sure what that means. All right, got model back where the chuck is. Body, stock front safety, origin stock front. This is stock size and offset. So that's just setting up the stock. And I had 25 thousandths. And I changed the diameter to, I should have changed this to 1.75. That's what we had for material. A little bit big, but that's fine. And I changed the length to kind of represent what we had, but I can leave it at that. Fixed size cylinder. And I want to learn more about Safe Z. All right, I'm going to hit OK on the setup. I'm going to regenerate, let everything catch up. All right, I'm going to turn on the roughing front, right? Roughing front. Okay. Profile roughing. Now, it's now profile roughing, profile finish, separated. And it used to be you selected it inside a profile, so now they're separated. So under profile roughing, we're using the 55-degree tool number 2. And it knows the geometry, and we actually extended it further back, and that gave us more room for the cutoff tool. So we went model back 200 thousandths, and the cutoff tool is 3 millimeter, which is 1/18. Rest machining does not apply, and front would be model front offset. The distance to, all right. And third tab, clearances. Stock, and inner radius. So if we were already machining, we don't need to machine the front. So we've selected, I believe, the front ring. Let me reselect that. That would be right here. Okay. All right, so that looks correct. And what's my step down? Edit. Start from tool 1. I'm going to change this to 4,000 because we're using 3-jaw chuck. Feed per rev, 8 thousandths per rev, 800 feet per minute. Okay, second tab, third tab, clearances and heights. Fourth tab, stock to lead 4 and 4. Okay, make sharp corners. Let's see, roll corner sharp. Even depths of cut. Maximum depth of cut. I do even. It doesn't seem to have much effect. No dragging. What's that mean? Okay, and pecking. Alright. Horizontal front to back. Grooving. Don't allow grooving. This used to be a nice picture view. Now they don't have that anymore. And horizontal passes left to right. Okay. And safety approach. Alright. Okay. That's our roughing. And now I'm going to do finish. And I'm going to duplicate this one. I'm going to make it separate tools for different. I'm going to duplicate the face. I'm going to move it to just before finish profile, but I'm going to change tools and I'm going to use BNMG Tool. So I'm going to select in our STC rocket library the number 3 tool, hit select, and I can work on building a library. Got 4,800 feet per minute, 3,000 per rev. Good. Geometry is going to be 0 now. I'm going to use, I guess I don't need to be so far away, but better to be safe. I'm not going to use multiple cuts and keep everything else the same. So that'll cut the front. All right, shut this off, turn that on. Okay. Profile roughing, and it gave me a little warning before. Lead out has been modified due to gouge with remaining stock. Okay. Close. Edit. That's also, we switched that to the BNMG tool here. Hit select. Feeds and speeds, I'm going to 4,000 on the max. I'll make that default, 3,000 per rev. Tool orientation. Alright, second tab will be model front. What's this say? Toolpath out of date. Yeah, model back, not so far back as the original one. Model front. Okay, maybe that's an issue I had on the other one. I should have used stock front. Contact point. Model back. Model front. Okay. Third tab. Everything's stock. Fourth tab. Step. Make sharp corners. I don't think we need that. We don't need a spring pass, or do we? I'm going to add a little comp in on that. I think I'm going to add a spring pass. I'm trying to hold this diameter plus or minus 1. No, not even plus or minus 1. And safety, okay, hit OK. You still get that warning though. What's it got to do with the retract here? Alright. Is it enter as a 45? No, it's entering as a 90. Maybe that's it. Passes. Number of passes. Don't allow grooving. Lead in angle 45. 45. Alright. This doesn't look like a 45. Lead in radius. Okay. You put 0.1 in there. Nope, that didn't make it go away. Zero. I'll change this to 90. Lead in the same as lead out. Allow lead to cut stock. Oh, that actually fixed my issue. I think the retract was coming out goofy, even though it was 90. Okay. Alright. I know when I was doing the drilling, we were getting some weird clearance moves. Alright. This is a 1/2 inch spotting drill, 300 feet per minute. Actually, that was a little bit fast. Like 150 on that. And 0.008 per rev. Oh, I hit that too early. And retract feed rate. Alright, we had to make this tool because we didn't have it. Face. Model top, model top. Alright, is this where we're getting some weird numbers? I think maybe it was this top, model top. I'm going to do Instead of hole top, I'm going to use model top. Okay, and to chamfer widths, we hover over this again. Specifies the width of the chamfer. I'm going to say 3/8. That looks too deep. 0.02. Yeah, I guess that. 0.1. Yeah, that was straight drilling in and out. Okay, hit OK. And peck drilling. I'm going to change that RPM. Change that to 0.05. And let's see. Same size. Well, now we shouldn't do multiples. Height is model top. I'm going to switch that to model top. Hole bottom. I'm going to use model bottom and break through. I'm going to put 0.025. Yes, all right. All right. And deep drilling, full retract. I'm going to change the pecking increment to 0.1. Nice round number, and hit OK. All right, and the parting tool, which we had to actually manually add in the parts catcher. I wonder, oh, here's one, uses parts catcher. Okay, let's see if that works. This one we're going to change the max to 2500 feet per rev. Everything else worked out right. We went 25 off the back. I think we're going to accept the length. Consider this done. 0. It's a decent enough finish. Linking, save seat. Okay. All right. Cuts it off. Okay. Let's simulate this real quick. I know this one's taking a while. Okay, I got on comparison. So this is like multiple rough front, just in case somebody misloads it. All right. This is the 55-degree BNMG tool. All right. Looks like that's machining to finish. Turn green. All right, let me keep on going. And parting tool. Okay. Let me go back to profile roughing. I should have left stock to leave. Did I not do that? 4,000. I'm going to go with 10. 10 and 10. All right, I'm going to do the quick jump ahead method. Jump ahead, jump ahead. Yeah, now there's blue on there. Okay, jump ahead. Finish, 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 finish. Okay. File, save. Okay. And on my G code, I got my new Haas ST10, and I'm going to let's see, manual, I'm just going to change this to 4,000 temporarily, optional stop yes, show notes, use can cycles, use sequence numbers no, but I wanted to add sequence numbers for the beginning of each tool number. I think I have to build that inside. Let's see, stats, use sequence numbers no, I don't want them everywhere. And reorder to minimize tool changes. Okay, let's just hit post. And I'll just store it in here for now. Review the code.